Hello friends, today we will start with the first chapter in literature, the first poem in English literature. Now, in ninth class you have this book Beehive. It's a textbook, main textbook of class 9th English literature. There are two books. The first is Beehive, and the first chapter, the first poem, in fact, the first poem in Beehive is The Road Not Taken. It's on page number 15. If you have the books, all right. If you don't have the book, then you can have the PDF of the book on any of the NCERT website. And today we will start with the first chapter, The Road Not Taken. It's a very interesting poem. Writer is Robert Frost. For the explanation, I have written the poem on the board. Now, before going into this poem, let us first understand the title of the poem, The Road Not Taken. As the name indicates, the road not taken. It means the road which is not taken and another road is taken. एक ऐसा रास्ता जो नहीं, जिस पे नहीं चला गया, और एक रास्ता जिस पे चला जा सकता है. Now, what is the confusion here in the poem, The Road Not Taken? Don't you think that the title seems to be a bit mysterious? The Road Not Taken. एक ऐसा रास्ता जो नहीं लिया गया. Now, before going into the detail of the poem, I would like to give you some introduction. It would help you to understand the poem in a better way. For example, let's imagine, आप imagine करिए, कल्पना करिए कि आप एक जंगल से जा रहे हैं, जंगल से गुजर रहे हैं और आप रास्ता भटक गए हैं. आपको नहीं पता कि इस जंगल से कैसे बाहर निकला जाए. आप रास्ता ढूंढ रहे हैं लेकिन आपको रास्ता नहीं मिल रहा है. सीज़न ऑटम का है. ऑटम सीज़न का मतलब होता है कि जब पेड़ों के पत्ते पीले हो जाते हैं और सूख जाते हैं और गिरने लगते हैं, और आप उस रास्ते को ढूंढ रहे हैं जो आपको उस जंगल से बाहर ले जा सकता है, बट आपको वो रास्ता नहीं मिल रहा. Suddenly, what happened that you come across a point where there is a fork, fork diversion, and you see, पहले तो रास्ता नहीं मिल रहा था और अब रास्ता जो मिला है वो आपको एक नहीं दो रास्ते मिले. और जब एक साथ आपको, अगर एक ही रास्ता होता तो आप क्या करते? आप उस रास्ते पे चलना शुरू कर देते, आप उस रास्ते से निकलना शुरू कर देते. लेकिन अब आपके सामने एक दुविधा है, एक कंफ्यूजन है. आपके पास दो रास्ते हैं. आप फर्स्ट टाइम उस जंगल में आए हैं, आप फर्स्ट टाइम उन रास्तों को देख रहे हैं. आपको नहीं पता कि कौन सा रास्ता आपको जंगल से बाहर लेके जाएगा. अब उन दो रास्तों में से आपको एक रास्ता चुनना है. आप कैसे चुनेंगे? क्या करेंगे आप? लॉजिक ये कहता है, कॉमन सेंस ये कहता है कि आप यू विल ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट ऐसा कौन सा रास्ता है जो आपको जंगल से बाहर ले जाए. क्या किसी रास्ते पे कोई माइलस्टोन लगा हुआ है? क्या किसी रास्ते पे कोई पहले चला है जिसने अपने फुटस्टेप्स छोड़े हैं? क्या उस रास्ते पे कहीं पे कुछ लिखा हुआ है? क्या उस रास्ते पे कोई आपको इंसान दिखाई दे रहा है? बट ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. सपोज आप इमेजिन करिए कि वो दोनों रास्ते एक जैसे हैं. अब आप क्या करेंगे? एग्जैक्टली यही सिचुएशन इस राइटर के साथ है, रॉबर्ट फ्रॉस्ट, हु इज एन अमेरिकन राइटर. In 1915, he has written this poem, The Road Not Taken. I don't know if it is true, but many of the poets later said that Road Not Taken is an autobiographical account of Robert Frost. And the roads that he is suggesting are metaphorically the choices in our lives. Now, there come a point in our lives when we have to choose, and when you choose, then confusion arises. How to choose, what to choose, why to choose. Now, Robert Frost is trying to help you to get out of your confusion. Robert Frost is trying to help you to come out of the situation. Is he successful, or he let you to dive more into confusion? Let us see. It's very interesting poem. Every word is interesting. The road not taken. Now, two roads diverged in a yellow wood. Now, look at this word diverge. Diverge means here it is a point and it is diverging like this. You are standing here. Diverged in a yellow wood. Now, what is yellow wood? Wood is forest. Wood is forest. Forest को wood भी बोलते हैं, and yellow means it is now yellow. The forest is supposed to be green, but when we are saying कि it's yellow, then it's autumn season, because in autumn season all the leaves they turn into yellow. Now, two roads diverge in a yellow wood. The poet is standing at a point where he could see that two roads, they diverged, they forked into two. And sorry, now look at this word sorry. He is regretting. He is regretting. Why he is regretting? He is saying that I could see two roads. I could see two roads, but I cannot travel two roads on two roads at the same time. I have to choose one. So what he is saying? And sorry, I could not travel both. So he is saying sorry to himself, and he is saying that I am sorry. I regret this. I could not travel on both the roads. So this suggests that he wanted to travel on both the roads. It is just like you want to have a cake and eat it too. केक भी चाहते हो और उसको खा भी जाना चाहते हो, रखना भी चाहते हो और खा भी जाना चाहते हो. ये संभव नहीं है. एक इंसान केवल एक ही रोड पे चल सकता है. देखिए नेक्स्ट लाइन पे वो इस चीज को एक्सप्लेन कर रहा है. एंड बी वन ट्रेवलर. एंड बी वन ट्रेवलर. एक ही मुसाफिर है, एक ही यात्री है. एंड बी इज the oneself, the writer, and be one traveler. He's saying that because I am one single traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could. Long I stood. Now, you can imagine every phrase and you can understand, you can contemplate the state of mind of the poet. And long I stood. He wanted to get out of the forest, but why is he stopping there at this point? And long I stood. What is the meaning of long? The meaning of long here suggests that he is in the state of utter confusion. He is not able to decide which road to travel. So he stood long. He stood long and thinking and thinking and thinking. And I'm not saying thinking, he is contemplating and contemplating which road to travel. And long I stood, and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could. And I'm looking to find out if this road is taking me out of the forest. But how far can I look? I can look only. I can look till the sight allowed me to look. You can look at the road if it is going straight. But once it turned, you won't be able to look what is there at the right or at the left. So the same thing is happening to the writer. And look down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Now undergrowth का मतलब होता है bushes, plants, झाड़ियाँ. And उसको बहुत दूर तक मैंने रोड को देखा. कहाँ तक देखा? जहाँ पे वो बेंट हो गई, मुड़ गई झाड़ियों में से. उसके आगे मैं नहीं देख सकता. तो मैं ये सोचता हूँ कि ये जो झाड़ियों में से रोड आगे मुड़ गई है, क्या ये मुझे जंगल से बाहर लेके जाएगी, मुझे उस फॉरेस्ट से बाहर लेके जाएगी. This is what I am thinking. So in the first part you can see that writer in this first part you see the confusion of the writer. Now how he is eradicating his confusion, how he is trying to come over his confusion. Now he's saying then now then took the other just as fair, then took the other, then I decided that I should take the other road. Now what is the other road? There are two roads. If this is the one road, this is the other road, right? If it is first, it is second. If it is first, it is second. On the road it is not written that this is first and this is second. On the road, remember, it is not at all written. It is in the mind of the writer that if it is the one, then it is another. Then took the other. So I was looking first on the first road. Which road? The road. I stood long and seeing the road where it went into the undergrowth. This is the first road. Then took the other. Then I took the other just as fair. Just as fair, as clearly as my common sense allows, and having perhaps the better claim. Then I taken the another route, as fair as to my common sense, and it is claiming better and having perhaps the better claim. Now writer is using perhaps, so he's not sure. Perhaps का मतलब होता है शायद, right? And having perhaps the better claim. Which road? The road, the second one, the next road. The first road I am not going because it bends in the undergrowth. The second road, when I look at the road, I found that it has a better claim. The better claim means this road might be the right one to choose. Still I don't know, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Now look at this word WW. This is alliteration. Wanted wear. WW. This is alliteration. Because it was grassy. अभी क्या होता है कि वो जो दूसरी रोड है उसके ऊपर क्लेम राइटर क्यों बोल रहा है कि इसके ऊपर मुझे जाना चाहिए, क्योंकि वो अभी घास से पटी हुई है पूरी रोड, और उसकी घास को देख के लगता है कि उस पर अभी तक कोई चला नहीं है. लुकिंग द रोड आई कुड सी दैट नो वन येट दिस मॉर्निंग वॉक्ड ऑन दिस रोड. सो दिस रोड इज परहैप्स द बेटर क्लेम. दोनों में से ये सही है. एंड वांटेड वियर मीन्स वो रोड चाहती है कि उसके ऊपर कोई चले. अभी ये सब चाहना जो है ये राइटर के मन के अंदर आ रहा है. सो वी आर ट्राइंग टू फिगर आउट, वी आर ट्राइंग टू इंटरप्रेट व्हाट्स गोइंग इनटू द माइंड ऑफ द राइटर. सो बिकॉज इट वॉज ग्रासी, ग्रासी मीन्स अभी उस ग्रास से पूरी रोड फुल है, लेकिन उस घास को देख के लगता है कि उसके ऊपर कोई चला नहीं है. आपने देखा होगा ना बगीचे में जो घास होती है, अगर उस पर कोई चलता नहीं है, अर्ली मॉर्निंग में आप जाते हैं तो कितनी ब्लूम होती है, खिली हुई होती है, लेकिन जब आप उस पर चलते हैं तो वो थोड़ी सी दब जाती है. तो अभी वो दबी हुई नहीं है. दो एज फॉर दैट द पासिंग देयर हैड वार्न्ड देम रियली अबाउट द सेम. अगेन कंफ्यूजन. पहले वाले पार्ट के अंदर राइटर क्या बोल रहा है? पहले वाले पार्ट में राइटर बोल रहा है कि the second road, the another road perhaps has the better claim because it was grassy and wanted wear. So he is saying that it has the better claim. And why it has the better claim? Because it was grassy and wanted wear. लेकिन फिर बात के अंदर बोलता है कि जहां तक दो as for that the passing there, जहां तक चलने का सवाल है, जहां तक उस रोड पे चलने का सवाल है, had warned them really about the same. had warned them. Now this is where, and this is the third form, warned. Where, warn. Warn is the third form of where. अभी जहां तक चलने का सवाल है, दोनों रोड पे ऐसा लगता है एक ही तरीके से चला गया है. अगेन कंफ्यूजन. पहले वो राइटर बोल रहा है कि शायद इस रोड पे अभी कोई नहीं चला है और ये रोड चाहती है कि इसके ऊपर कोई चले, और अब राइटर कह रहा है कि जहां तक दोनों रोड्स पे चलने का सवाल है, ऐसा लगता है कि दोनों रोड पे बराबर चला गया है. राइट. दैट शोज द स्टेट ऑफ द माइंड ऑफ द राइटर व्हेन ही इज नॉट एबल टू डिसाइड. वो डिसाइड ही नहीं कर पा रहा है कि उसको क्या करना है. सो अगेन आई रीड. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. You know yellow wood, autumn forest. And sorry, I could not travel both. And sorry, he is regretting. He wanted to travel both the road, but he couldn't. And be one traveler. Long I stood, and I am the only one traveler. There is no one. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could, trying to make a decision. So I stood there. Seeing the first road, see as far as I could see till to where it bent in the undergrowth. But then I decided, then took the other. This is the decision. Then I took the other. I started walking on the other road just as fair and having perhaps the better claim. And I think it is going in my mind that this road is giving me a better claim to walk upon. Why? Because it was grassy and wanted wear. It was grassy and it wanted that somebody should walk on this road. Though as far as for that the passing there, और जहां तक उस पर चलने का सवाल है, had warned them really about the same. दोनों रोड एक जैसी दिखती है. Right? Now let me turn this board. Now, in the third part, what the writer is trying to say, and both that morning equally lay in leaves. I suppose it is clear. Now I suppose it is clear. Now, and both that morning equally lay. And both that morning equally lay. Both means the two roads. Because we are talking of two roads. Equally lay. उनके ऊपर lay means line. उसके ऊपर क्या रखा हुआ है? In leaves, no steps had trodden black. Trodden black, no step. Trodden means to walk. No step, कोई भी कदम उन लीव्स पे नहीं चला है. ऑटम सीजन है, लीव्स कैसी होंगी? येलो, ब्राउन, सूखी हुई लीव्स होंगी. और अगर उन लीव्स पे कोई चलेगा तो वो लीव्स जो होंगी वो दब जाएंगी. राइट. आप सूखे हुए जहाँ पत्ते हैं वहाँ पे पाँव रखेंगे और उसके बाद जब पाँव हटाएंगे तो आप देखेंगे, आपको पता चलेगा ना कि वहाँ पे किसी ने पाँव रखा है. नाउ इन लीव्स नो स्टेप हैड ट्रॉडन ब्लैक. और उस सुबह, किस सुबह? नाउ हियर वी गॉट वन मोर पॉइंट दैट द टाइम in the autumn season in the forest is morning, and both that morning equally lay. और दोनों रोड्स उस दिन equally पटी हुई है in leaves, पत्तों से. no step had trodden black. no step, उसके ऊपर कोई भी नहीं चला. उन रोड्स के ऊपर कोई भी नहीं चला. उन पत्तों के ऊपर कोई भी नहीं चला. उन पत्तों पे चलने से जो कालापन आना चाहिए वो उन रोड्स पे नहीं आया. इसका मतलब वो दोनों रोड्स खाली हैं. ओ, नाउ दिस ओ इज अ साय. of regret. What is the sigh of regret? He is explaining. Oh, I kept the first for. First for. Once again, you can see that it's alliteration. First for. Oh, I kept the first for. I kept, past tense में लिखा है देखो सारा. I kept the first for. तो first road जिसको मैंने देखा था, I kept the first for another day. किसी और दिन के लिए मैंने रख लिया कि किसी और दिन मैं कभी अगर इस फॉरेस्ट से निकलूंगा तो मैं इस वाली रोड पे जाऊंगा जिसको मैंने आज छोड़ दिया है. राइट? Yet knowing, जबकि मैं जानता हूं, I know this, yet knowing how way leads on to way. मैं ये सोचता हूँ कि इस रोड को बाद में आके चलूँगा, लेकिन मुझे पता है कि जिस रोड पे मैं जा रहा हूँ वो किसी और रोड में मुड़ेगी, वो किसी और रोड में मुड़ेगी, और फिर मैं हो सकता है फॉरेस्ट से बाहर निकल जाऊँ, और शायद हो सकता है कि मैं वापस कभी लौट के ना आऊँ. मैं क्यों कंफ्यूज होना चाहूँगा, मैं क्यों रास्ता भटकना चाहूँगा? अगर मैं एक बार रास्ता भटक गया तो मैं बार बार नहीं भटकना चाहूँगा. लेकिन फिर भी मेरा मन ये कहता है कि मैं इस रोड पे तो अभी चल रहा हूँ, और जो रोड मैंने छोड़ी है उस रोड पे मैं किसी और दिन चलूँगा. Yet knowing how way leads on to the way, जबकि मैं जानता हूँ, परंतु मैं जानता हूं कि कैसे एक रास्ता दूसरे रास्ते के अंदर मर्ज होता है. एक रास्ता इंडिपेंडेंट नहीं होता है, वो दूसरे रास्ते में मिलता है, दूसरा तीसरे में मिलता है, और शायद वापस आके जो रोड मैंने छोड़ी है उसको लेना पॉसिबल नहीं है. इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल. आई डाउटेड इफ आई शुड एवर कम बैक. और मुझे नहीं लगता कि शायद मैं वापस कभी आऊँगा और उस रोड को फिर से मैं ले पाऊंगा. राइट? आई सपोज दिस इज क्लियर. नाउ व्हाट राइटर इज सेइंग? राइटर इज सेइंग इन द पास्ट एंड ही इज थिंकिंग ऑफ द फ्यूचर, कि मैं आने वाले टाइम के अंदर क्या बता रहा हूँगा, मैं किस रोड के बारे में बता रहा हूँगा और क्यों बता रहा हूँगा. सो व्हाट इज सेइंग? आई शैल बी टेलिंग दिस विद अ साई. Now, we don't know if this sigh is the sigh of happiness or the sigh of unhappiness. It is not at all written. Right? We can take both. First, we can say that it's a sigh of happiness, and then we can say that it's a sigh of unhappiness. I shall be telling this with a sigh. और ये मैं बता रहा होऊंगा फ्यूचर में एक आहा के साथ. हो सकता है कि मैं खुश हूं. Somewhere ages and ages hence, कई साल के बाद मैं ये बता रहा होऊंगा. Two roads diverge in a wood. Two roads diverge in a wood, कि दो रास्ते जंगल में डाइवर्ज हो रहे थे. And I took the one less traveled by, and I have taken the one. One means the road. I have taken the road which is less traveled. Right? If I want to take it in a positive way, then I can say writer is trying to say that I have taken the road which is not a conventional road. Right? I have taken a road which is not traveled by many. And remember, there are many people who say that the writer is trying to say the treasures of life could be found only on the path which are not traveled, because the path that are traveled by many people are safe, are secure, are known. Right? So what he's saying, two roads diverge in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and I have chosen the road which is not frequently traveled, which is less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. And that has made all the difference. Now, which kind of difference? The difference in the future. Which future? The future of Robert Frost. Let us say if he is happy and he is saying that I have taken the road less traveled by. If we think in terms of the metaphorically the choices, he's saying that I have made the choice. I made the choice, and that choice later in my life proved right. Now, why many of the writers are saying that it is an autobiographical account? Because for Robert Frost, it is said that the choice to become a poet was, something which is not a very common choice in those days. He used to work in bureaucracy in some university. He was not poet, but he made the choice to become a poet. Later on, time proved that he became a very successful poet, a very successful American poet. So we can imagine that here writer is using this sigh. It is a sigh of happiness, where a writer is clearly mentioning that he has chosen the road which is less traveled by, and that has made all the difference in his life. The better life, the wonderful life, the life that he always dreamt of, right? So in that way, we can interpret the meaning of this poem in a positive way. And most of the teachers would suggest that the end of the poem is something that gives a positive meaning to the life. So I suppose this poem is clear. I'm reading this part once again. And both the roads in the morning equally lay, are covered in leaves, and no step had trodden black, और उस पे अभी तक नहीं चला गया है. Oh, I kept the first for another day, the first road that I talked in the first part, I kept it for another day. Yet knowing, though I know how way leads on to way, how one way lead to another way, I doubted if I should ever come back. And I know and I doubted that if ever I would come back and take this road. I shall be telling this with a sigh, and I shall be telling this, that one day I got confused standing on the point where the two roads diverge. Somewhere ages and ages hence means in future. कई सालों के बाद मैं बता रहा हूँगा that two roads diverged in a wood. दो रास्ते जंगल में मुड़ते थे. And I, see I, फिर hyphen है, and I, he is stressing, and I took the one less traveled by, and I have chosen the road which is less traveled by, and that has made all the difference, and this choice has made all the difference in my life. मेरा पूरा life उसने बदल दिया है. Now, it's all about this poem. Tomorrow, or in the next class, we will do the question and answers and all the poetic devices. Thank you.